Well, Ridge Road was cornfields. The only shopping area in Shorewood was the little strip mall over by the bank. It used to be day and night. They did land office business because that was the only place you could go and get milk and ice cream and bread. And we had farmhouses down, we still had farmhouses down as far as River Road. And I don't think the population of Shorewood back then was more than 5,000 people. We had one gas station in town that was a mobile at the intersection of Highway 52 and Highway 59. But Shorewood was just a very sleepy little town, and not much here then. It was, you know, a bedroom community to Joliet.
This is our third physical building. The first one was over in the old Shorewood Plaza. We had a really tiny room, not much bigger than this, and about the same awful colors, except for some horrible blue and white wallpaper. It was small. We used folding tables, but it was a library. And I had one of the first 25 library cards that was ever issued. In fact, I think I was actually in the single digits. I haven't checked back to see.
We occupied a slot over by the donut shop in the old strip mall, and I don't think we had one shelf of books. I don't think we had any audio books, no movies. The boardroom, we had a board meeting, consisted of two back-to-back card tables and folding metal chairs. The whole library was smaller than the room we're in right now. It was small, narrow, and very deep. And it was just, the selection was very, very limited. Now, when I look back after 30 years, I mean, it's phenomenal the growth that this library's gone through.
We went from 1,000 square feet to 2,400 square feet, and then built this building.
STPL prison volunteer a bunch of extremely low security risk inmates to come over and help us with the move. And the funniest thing I think I saw was at lunchtime, the guards were unarmed. The prisoners, like I said, were extremely low risk prisoners. And one of the guards at lunchtime handed his truck keys to one of the prisoners, told him to get a bunch of Subway sandwiches and a couple of 2-liter bottles of pop, and just handed the inmate the keys. And I thought that was pretty funny.
Well, the furniture company that we bought our furniture from, the name of it was Warden, W-O-R-D-E-N. Of course, they didn't show up, and the people who were coordinating all of this kept saying, "Have you heard from Warden? Is Warden coming?" And the guys thought they meant the warden from the prison. They got a little bit shook up.
So, and I was just reminiscing, I ended up the children's person, and there was just basement down here. There wasn't anything finished. So I could do children's programs that had goats and puppies and just all sorts of different animals, including, I think, we had an ostrich one time.
We had the camel outside. That was interesting. We did camel rides as part of one of our summer reading programs.
The summer reading clubs, I arranged for a hot air balloon to take off from right in front of the library. And we made a color picture on the front page of the Herald News with that.
I think the biggest change I think I've seen is in technology. It's just amazing what has happened in that area. There's a statistic I brought with me just to give you an idea on technology. Just for the month of August, okay, there were 5,313 website visits to this library. And that includes downloading ebooks, perhaps looking at databases or whatever, but 5,313 visits to various websites in this library. Technology, professional staff, a long way from the old bookmobile and storefront.
Libraries are the knowledge center for a community, and I like to say knowledge is power. And not everybody has access, well, really nobody has access to everything that a library can possibly have, from all the books, which is also computers, help writing resume, or electronic equipment that you might not be able to get or afford on your own. So I look at it as the knowledge-based center of the community, which obviously is vitally important. They certainly play a special role for children. It's always nice for children to be able to go when they're first learning to read. I know we like doing it with my children, having 5 of them, go to the library and actually pick up just a nice, fun kid's book to read without having to buy hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of them. They can certainly read different ones.
You learn things there. It's good for us to meet people. We have a lot of programs that you can learn, a lot of things that you, and most everything, the programs and everything, most of them are all free. And all the librarians will help anybody that, has a problem, even if they don't know what they want, they can probably help them.
When you can't afford to go to college, you can still go to a library. And there are an awful lot of millionaires and billionaires who got their start by reading. Anything you want to know, the library can find it for you. So it's the most important part of government.
Oh, I think it's very important. Yeah, it's an anchor in any town. The library is one of the anchors. I worked at 2 other public libraries and always felt that this community supported the library quite a bit.
Let's hope for 40 or 140 more. Like I said in the beginning, libraries are the information center. They're vital to the community, and I hope for some more exciting times.